Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XV, episode Duscae. Looks like Prompto is waking us up today with a nice quest. Alright, let's give it a go. I went ahead and looked up the activation requirements for all of the character quests, so we're going to be doing those today. It seems like the activation requests, or the activation requirements, are supposed to be just be at a certain area for the first time. And I guess the flags didn't trigger because I haven't been to those places since 2.0 update, so whatever. We're on our way there now. I'm a little bit sad though that there's no voice dialogue in these new updates, or not in these new updates, in these new quests. I mean, I understand why there's not, because it was just like some update they decided to put together randomly, and they did it in like a month or something, and the voice actor's probably pretty busy working on the actual script for the actual game.
Whole lot of land out there.
Bet we could cover it quicker with some chocobos.
It would sure beat the hell out of walking.
And then out of nowhere he just decides he wants to have new voiced lines. That's weird. I assume those are new. I don't really remember if we've ever heard that one before. I've never heard it before, it's new to me. And we're just gonna piece it. I don't feel like fighting right now.
Easy as they come.
And I'm in stasis. Fantastic. I really ought to look at my MP sometime. Not entirely sure where we're supposed to go. Looks like it's going to be on the other side of the lake. The hell was that? Did you guys hear that? That was a weird, like, animal cry. Huh. Whatever. I'm sure it means nothing. I'm playing this game with headphones this time. It's actually really different. Like, there's this weird, like, ominous sound in the background. I don't know. If you're watching this video, put some headphones on and listen to this. I'll be silent for a second. Do you hear that sound? Sounds creepy, dude. No, it's gone now. It's probably just like something to make the forest seem creepier than it actually is. Yeah, I still have no idea how to fight those See, the thing is, like, the day that I recorded episode 7, after I finished it, I went and played some Witcher 3, because Witcher 3 is fantastic. And literally came across a quest within the first hour I started playing that day, where Geralt started talking about catoblepises. Which, catoblepis, I don't even remember what it's called now. I can't even remember the spelling. Catoblepis? Plebis? Something like this. That's kind of how you pronounce it. I'm getting the P and the B mixed up, but whatever. Oh, those are the things making the sound. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to use this video, though, because we're going to be doing a lot of character quests, so I don't suspect it's going to be too exciting.
Come here, come here.
Oh, I guess they do have new voice lines. Just not all of them, for some reason. Or maybe they're reusing ones I just never heard before. Seems more likely to me. Forage for mushrooms. Alright. But I just want to use this video to
I feel it knocked.
maybe talk about some of my feelings on the updates. Yeah, I mean, in general, like, everything they did in the 2.0 update has significantly improved the game in some way. Like, just running around the area, it's just like on my own time, just running around doing stuff. The frame rate is way better. Like, sometimes it's still garbage, and it seems sometimes to be garbage for no reason. What the hell is this mushroom? But it's way more stable in fights. The camera is a lot smoother. The lock-on works better. In some ways I prefer the old lock-on system with the hard lock and the soft lock. You can, like, change targets just by moving the camera, but maybe they should just put both in and have it toggle, although that could create its own kind of glitches. Oh, they gave me a little marker for the mushroom this time. Cool.
Something here. I feel it, Noct.
I feel the mushroom in my soul, man.
Yeah.
I'm not touching you, man. Calm down. Freaking tweaking on me. What was I saying? Something about camera. Oh yeah, the new in-combat actions, like the dodge roll, and actually if you, I don't know if I've ever shown this yet, if you do the auto guard right as you get hit, kind of like a parry style, then it costs 0 MP and it has this cool like sound effect and it slows down for a second, looks really cool. So they have like an instant dodge, an instant guard mechanic that rewards you for paying attention, and then they give you the dodge roll to react to things, and they increase the camera speed so you can actually be paying attention to your surroundings. I still think you should be able to pull it back a bit. Why did I'm not even in combat, I'm just holding down square to dash. That was weird. I still think in battles you should be able to pull the camera out a little bit more just to get your surroundings, but like in general it's so much better. And like being able to do moving attacks during your combo, like pressing left, right, forward, or back during a combo to make Noctis move in that direction while attacking is so useful. I was fighting Behemoth earlier and like dodging out of the way, like backflipping out of the way of attacks.
Are you kidding me? That thing's huge.
Uh-oh.
Not cool, not cool, not cool.
Wait, these things are aggressive? Prompto, you might want to... This is kind of creepy up close. It's got like one eye. Prompto, you're gonna want to get out of there. There you go. Alright, let's leave. 'Cause he's... Run for our lives, cool, okay. Which way do we go? Let's go this way, I guess, I don't know. Is it following us? It's coming to land, but I don't know if it's following us. Oh, wait, we're supposed to go over there. Whoopsie. But it's not hostile anymore, so that's cool. I guess this is how you fight the Catoplebus? Like, this quest activates it to come out to land? Why did I think you could fight it in the water? Oh, whatever. We got the thing.
I think I got a pebble in my shoe.
Take it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's definitely
How's it
new.
going?
Could be worse.
I'm just wondering, like, why some of them are not voiced and why some of the lines are voiced. It's really odd. But anyways, yeah, so combat actions, like just battles in general are so much better now. I don't think they will, and I wouldn't blame them if they don't do this, but I'd kind of like it if they just kept episode Duscae as a... This is the part where I tell you that I've been post-commentating this whole time. Yeah, fooled you. But I kind of wish episode Duscae would be used as like this testing ground for when they keep adding in combat features. Like if when they implement magic, just update the demo and be like, hey, does this work? Does it not work? Alright, we'll fix it. I think that would be cool, but it would take a lot of time away from the development, I think. So, I mean, you probably won't have to pull off like 3 or 4 guys to update the demo, but still, that's however many man hours not working on the full game, so. But I'm so hyped for this game, I can't wait. Playing episode Duscae, when I finished this episode, I paused it and saw how long I've been playing. It's been 15.5 hours I've spent on this demo. And man, even just running around this tiny, in comparison to the full game area, I am not bored at all. I'm having so much fun with this. And these character quests, today we're going to be hanging out with Ignis. These character quests just like there's so much life in the characters. Like, the writing in the main quest of Duscae 1.0, like, you kind of got a sense of the brotherliness of them all, like how close they are. But these quests, like, the writing is not perfect for this, but it totally, as a guy, totally sounds like things I'd be saying to my guy friends when we're just hanging out. Like, to me, they're pretty close to nailing it. And I love the way Ignis walks and runs around, like he just looks so stupid. Like, when he starts sprinting, I'm pretty sure he just uses this walk animation, but twice as fast. There's some more chain attack, or team attacks in this video, if I remember right. I can't remember if I cut a lot of them out or not. I think I did 2 takes on this episode, where I cut it somewhere. I don't remember. I knew that when I did this episode, I was going to post-commentate it, because my girlfriend was over for like a week, almost. Half a week, 2/3 a week, whatever. And then there was E3, and then I just had no time to record the episode live, so I was just, every day or two, when I had a spare hour, just go record another quest. And thank God I did it that way, because if I recorded this live, this video would be 2 hours long. Like, just Ignis's quest alone took, the raw video is 40 minutes long almost. It's probably closer to 30. Ooh, chain tap. The one thing about the chain attacks, I will say, is that the camera is very glitchy. And then also, I don't know if I don't know if they said anything about if this is just the way team attacks are going to be now, but I hope that there's a lot of team attacks like there were in Duscae 1.0. And they're still here. Like, if you parry the behemoth, or not the behemoth, the Garula, the big one, then if Ignis is around, he'll still, like, jump up and do the knife stabby thingy-majigger that he does. And, like, Ignis, or Prompto will start, like, shooting the guns if he's near. So they'll still exist. I just hope that the team attacks they have... What the hell was that? Where'd you guys come from? I'm super confused. But I hope that the team attacks with the glowy circles is not going to be the main way to do team attacks. Like, I hope there's only a couple of those per character, and that's just a way to do it if they get it knocked down. Because I really like the organic way they were doing it in 1.0. And there's a pretty good strategy I have where if you're attacking someone and you see a chain attack, I keep saying chain attack. I mean, I guess they're technically chain attacks because you're chaining attacks together. It should be team attack. But if you see a team attack circle appear next to you, the dodge roll is really good. Oh, that's the instant guard that you saw there. And then Armage, where the recover sword, I don't even remember what it's called. But, so you just have so many ways to defend in this game. You have reactionary, you have prediction, and then you have recovering defenses. It's great. But what you do for this team attack thing that I keep trying to say is you're attacking, you see the circle pop up next to you, and use the dodge roll to cancel the attack into the circle, like dodge into the circle, and then press triangle. And it's really seamless. And then I'm like, oh, Chocobo, man. Maybe I should stop the video here and just try and get on the Chocobo. And then I'm like, wait, the Chocobos are evil? This isn't Final Fantasy XIV Heaven's Ward. Which I suppose I should say I'm probably going to be doing some Heaven's Ward videos. That'll be fun, playing Dark Knight and Machinist and whatever. This is not 14, this is 15. Back to what I was saying about Ignis's quest. Like, this video, the raw video for just Ignis's quest is like literally half an hour long. Because once we get up here, it'll say wait until nightfall to do the quest, or to proceed with the quest. And let me tell you, the day-night cycle in this game, it's like 20 minutes for daytime and then 20 minutes for night, or something like that. So we're gonna be here a while. But thankfully for you guys, I cut it all out. Every so often though, Noctis and Ignis talk about stuff.
Visibility's poor. Clean your glasses.
So I just
idea, Highness.
I left those sections in. It's really cool fade cuts. I think I did a pretty good job. You guys can tell me.
Huh.
But like, if there had been voice dialogue for the new quests in 2.0, then I probably would not have commentated this episode at all. I would have let it speak for itself, because I just like the writing. I don't know why. It's so weird. Like, the shift from 1.0 to 2.0 is so different. Like, these side quests. I know I just went over this earlier, but the side quests really make it in this game. The character relationships. And I'm sure in the full game, the main story will do just fine. There'll be lots of banter between them that'll feel really good, but for now, like, these side quests, man. And it's kind of saddening, because I know from the kind of player that I am, like, I'm not going to see a lot of the side quests, because I like to stick to the main story, and I'll just do the side stuff if it feels interesting, or if I just want to break from the main story. So in Final Fantasy games, I almost never 100%. In fact, I've never 100%ed a Final Fantasy game. Even 9, my absolute favorite Final Fantasy game, I've never done 100%. And I'm not counting Excalibur 2 in 100%, the speedrun sword. Like, I've never fought Ozma in Final Fantasy 9, just because I just don't do it. I just do the main quest. And for this one, because I'm going to be blind let's playing Final Fantasy 15, that's just how it's going to be. There's also my inclination to how I played the game, and there's also the pressure in the back of my head, even though I know people just want to see the whole game as much as I can show. To me, it feels like I have to keep moving, I have to keep showing, like, the story, like, I have to keep progressing things, because I'm on camera, and that's what people want to see. So there's, like, double whammy of probably not going to see the side quests like this, but since it's structured in such a way where you have to go to sleep eventually if you want to level up, and these quests start by being woken up in the tent, like, I'll probably end up actually seeing a fair amount of them now that I think about it, because I'll be like, oh yeah, sure, let's go do something crazy. The misadventures of Noctis and Gladio going, I don't know, hiking on that weird arch thing in the background. I've been kind of ignoring it, but the dialogue, I hope you've been paying attention to the dialogue that they've been saying while we waited for nighttime. I actually really liked it. They talked about Noctis's past. Well, their shared past, really. Just like kind of Noctis's troublemaking youth.
Highness.
And I kind of like the concept of Noctis as
Fascinating. What?
a modern prince, because like the modern prince doesn't have, just like in general, in real life, the modern day prince doesn't necessarily have the same inclinations, I suppose, as like a prince from medieval times. Like, there's not a lot of responsibility there. It's just a title, really. And so Noctis, as a prince in what is basically a modern setting, he's just like, oh, whatever, I'm still a troublemaking youth, like, I'm not gonna grow up to be responsible or anything, I'm still a dumbass. And so they play that up in his character, like he's just kind of a teenage jack-off, really. I mean, he's got his moments of responsibility, and he's not a total douchebag, but, you know, he likes to have fun, and I suppose I appreciate that. And I love that there's these little, like, camera snapshots at the end of all these character quests. Like, oh man, in the full game, I hope there's just, like, in the extras menu, just a gallery full of all these selfies that we get. Ugh. I almost want to just... I'm tempted to just screenshot all of the selfies in this video and post them on Imager and then link them in the description, and everyone can have them as wallpapers, because, oh man, they're just so good. Like that Prompto one where we were running from the Cataplebis, like, oh yeah. And actually, I really like the one for this quest we're going on now. Gladio gets 2 character quests. It's really weird. No one else gets that. And pay no attention to the man behind the curtain if you've noticed it, but these quests are actually out of order. And there's a reason for that, which we'll find out after this one. But I suppose, now that I think about it, I suppose Gladio getting 2 quests isn't that unfair, because the first one was just a tutorial to teach you how to do team attacks. He's got to get his time in the sun. And I guess there's... Oh, great match. Whoops. Hiccup. Weird. Well, you know, whatever. I suppose there's some story we're missing that might have happened in like a town you visited before this area of Duscae, because I don't really understand the conceit of this character quest we're going on. Like, Gladio's trying to find a brooch for someone, or maybe it's his own, but if I remember right, he's actually looking for someone else. And we've never met anyone in this demo that would have a brooch and or ask Gladio to find the brooch.
Like nature in the middle of nowhere. Yeah.
Noctis' response to everything. Yeah. That's kind of like the guy response to everything. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, totally. At least in my circles. The age of the teenager that does not develop communication skills and just cell phone. I mean, it's not as bad with my friends. No one's really like, oh man, I can't live without my cell phone. In fact, I don't think a lot of people are like that, but nah. People older than me like to play with the fact that we're technologically spoiled brats, and you know, they're not wrong. But even we get our moments of brotherhood, just like Noctis' friends are showing here. Like, I said it before, I'll say it again. The dialogue is not quite right. It's really close to nailing that relationship, but at least in my opinion. Because it feels like, I really feel like the brotherhood aspect, like me and Noctis, I feel like we're really close, just from the way they're all talking. And I can hear the Japanese. I can hear what they would be saying in Japanese just from the writing. So I can kind of get that sense. But
This one's just for you.
I've lost my train of thought now. I'm an idiot. Something brotherhood. Something. I don't remember. I'll throw in throw in a subtitle right now to finish my train of thought, because I just totally lost it. Jeez, it's late, guys. I'm doing this right before I go to sleep, because I wanted to get a video out. Man, now I'm stuck on that. What was I gonna say? I mean, you guys already know. What was I gonna say? Like, I know what I said after the thing that I cut myself off on, but not what I said before that. I hate when that happens. Something that didn't quite nail it, but blank. Whatever. I'm gonna try my best to ignore it and focus on commentating the rest of this video. I don't know why this area is suddenly misty again. If you come here and you're not on either the Deadeye quest or this quest, it's not misty at all. Well, foggy is the correct word. Like, it's just normal weather. It's really weird. I don't know why it does that. I mean, it looks spooky and stuff, but then just keep it spooky all the time. Let's say fluorite brooch. Wait a minute. Think about it. Luna's last name is Fluorite. Nox Fluorite. Actually, that's some news that came out during the last active time report that I never talked about, and I never did a video on that one. Tabata-san came out and said, like, talked a little bit about the story and what they've changed since Versus. I thought this was actually really brave and noble of him to just air like all of the dirty laundry in the development of this game so far. He said straight up, Stella Nox Florette, the female co-lead we've always thought we had, is gone. Just straight up gone. And I suspected this ever since Luna showed up. But yeah, Luna replaced her. Luna fit into the story as they have it now better than Stella did, so they replaced her. Which, you know, if the story calls for it, go for it, dude. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh no, it's Stella. Like, some people just super, like, Stella. And we don't even know anything about Luna, so they're just stuck in the past. This game is not Versus. Like, it looks like Versus with the characters and maybe some of the story concept, but it's not Versus. And even though I know I'll really like this game, just from what I've seen here, I'll always wonder what Versus could have been. Because like, even in gameplay, Versus was very different. It will always be one of the 7 wonders of gaming. I don't know, like what was Versus. But hey, at least we got this game. This game looks pretty cool too. But some of the story things they said they changed. Since Stella's gone, that meeting in the party. There's a scene on YouTube, you might have seen it before, where they're wearing like formal wear and they're talking about seeing the light of expiring souls. Like, that scene's gone, I guess, because that takes place in Insomnia just before Niflheim attacks. And according to Tabata, in the new story, Noctis has already left Insomnia before Niflheim attacked, so that scene is impossible now. And let's see, they're not sure if swimming's going to be in the final game. They keep talking about, because like, if you have swimming, you have to have underwater swimming. If you have underwater swimming, you have to have combat, which I don't necessarily agree with. But you could just have the swimming. But because of that, actually we've seen this scene altered already in the previous trailer. When you see Leviathan, and I think it's a Cordo, Noctis is no longer in the water when he sees him. He's running along the buildings, like the architecture. So we've already seen that scene be altered to fit the 15 system of there's no swimming yet. I would like swimming just to swim across like the lake in Duscae, like just to get to the other side faster, that sort of thing, or just, you know, just to explore. I don't need to fight in the lake. I just want to be able to swim. Like, just don't put enemies in the lake. Like, it's fine. I don't know. I trust Tabata-san. He made Type 0, and that was a pretty good game. Crisis Core, for its flaws, was still pretty fun, and I don't think he was in charge of the story for that one, so... Like, look at this selfie. This is my favorite selfie. That's just cool. Want that for my wallpaper. I should screenshot that. But now for the final quest. This one does not actually start from the camp. It starts when you get close to a certain point. If you were paying attention to the dialogue in Ignis's quest, you would know that they talked about bringing the rest of the dudes over to see the
keep your feet steady.
meteor shower, because it's going on for like a week or so. So, this quest that's going to pop up is, let's all see the meteor shower together, and be bros. There it is, co-stars. This video was actually not half an hour long like Ignis's, because at this point, the day is already half over. I was fighting a crap ton of Magic Tech soldiers over on the other side of the lake. Like, the far, far side. Like, I don't know when I turn the camera around, but the other side of the lake from our perspective currently. That's where I was fighting those Magic Tech soldiers. And so that took about a good half of the day. So this video, I think, only ended up being 15 minutes because of it. And I will never land that Dragoon jump in my entire life. I'm trying to think of what other things Tabata-san said in that active time report. I think that was like the main stuff, like no Stella, swimming changes, that sort of thing. Oh, I remember what I wanted to say earlier when I was watching Noctis get tired from the dashing. They were talking about possibly adding like a stamina gauge while running that did nothing but tell you when you're going to get tired. And like, for the love of God, please either get rid of Noctis getting tired while he's dashing, at least out of combat. Like, if you're in combat and you're dashing, like, let him get tired, fine. That makes sense. That's a balance thing. But if I'm just trying to get from point A to B, don't friggin' make me tired. Or at the very least, put in the stamina gauge so I can see and so I can stop running. Because there's nothing more annoying than running and then having Noctis stop and take a breather for 3 seconds. And at that point, I may as well have just been walking to cover the same amount of distance. And what I'm doing here is I forgot what rock I'm supposed to be standing next to, so I had to pop open the map to figure out where I was going. Yeah, kind of breaks the immersion of just walking up the path, fighting the monster that shows up, and then continuing on the journey. Like, Noctis is supposed to know where the damn rock is, but I don't. So, oh well. But since this is episode 8, there's 2 more to get to 10. I wonder if I should just do 1 video fighting Behemoth and 1 video fighting Catoplebus. Although I actually have a scene of me fighting Catoplebus. I'm not sure if it's included in here yet. If not, maybe I'll splice it at the end. It was a fight.
If you could be
Let's put it that way.
as anything, what would you be?
Be easy. I'd want to be me.
Oh, what a great answer.
It's, oh man, I love Gladiolus. It's got some good lines. And the dialogue was cutting off in the game. I don't know why I did that, but that's not like my recording glitching out. And now it's nighttime. No one said anything, so I could just fade out tonight really quickly. If you watch the 2.0 trailer, you'll recognize this scene. But that's enough for me, so thanks for watching, everybody. See you all next time. Bye.
The size of him. I didn't know they made him that big.
So, how do we take him on?
Carefully. One mistake could be our last.